Good afternoon. I'm here to talk about Groovebug. Groovebug's the iPad companion to your music library. This is Ryan. Ryan's an affluent millennial. That means he's 18 to 24. He's our target market. His age group listens to music more than they watch TV. They have the highest penetration of iPads, and excuse me, and they're very accessible to us. Ryan loves music. Lately, all his music has been moving into the cloud, which is a great thing, but it's also made it very difficult to follow everything. There's lots of different websites, lots of different places to check in order to stay on top of his favorite artists. What if there were a place that brought it all together? Brought pictures, bios, videos, news from the blogosphere, and similar artists. Well, there is. Groovebug's a missing link between your music and the cloud. And best of all, it's free. So I'm going to show you a video of Groovebug.
Not just the sound, but the artists and the industry. You know your favorite band's influences, your favorite singer's performance schedule, your favorite guitarist's little brother's personal chef. But finding that information can be tiresome. You need to search YouTube, read millions of blogs, check Songkick or bands in town, look on Ticketmaster, do a Google image search, scour the band's Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, Bandcamp, Topspin, and on. What if there was one place that pulled it all together? Introducing Groovebug, an interactive iPad companion to your music library. In a single touch, Groovebug scans your music library and creates an interactive music magazine, which allows you to access high-quality images, artist bios, videos, and more. Swipe to check out the latest news pulled fresh from the blogosphere. Using geolocation and your iTunes library, Groovebug suggests similar artists, lets you know about upcoming concerts and events in your area, and introduces you to emerging artists that you'll love. Groovebug was developed for music lovers by music lovers. We work directly with the world's hottest musicians and labels to finally bridge the gap between the fan and the artist.
The fact that you can connect, say a free download or any kind of promotional information, or press release stuff to this application is awesome, and the fact that you can make it geographically specific is even more interesting. Because, like I was saying, especially in an area where you're challenged to get people to come out, you could put a free download or something like that in, Hoboken or whatever like that, somebody within 100 miles of some festival location in the middle of nowhere, and there's a lot of these out there. And all of a sudden, all these people have an opportunity to hear about your band, not necessarily even from, say, searching for your band. Let's say they see you on a festival billing or something like that. But that you can link it essentially to other artists that are similar is also awesome, because it just expands your targeted advertisement, in a sense, for a specific show. Or, if it's time, we have an album release coming out, and if it's time for the release of a record, that's even better, because then you can make it part of a mass, exercise in trying to promote an album or a tour, an entire tour or something like that. That's probably the most appealing.
The fact that the article connects to other articles, geolocation, just anything that's available on the net in a storytelling sort of way about music, I think that that's just really genius. It's just like, this is fucking cool.
Oh, that'll create some interesting
We'll be sure to have Morty in for that one.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about the artist. This is Rita J. Rita J is an underground hip-hop artist from Chicago. She's really talented, and she's trying to promote her music through Facebook, but she's only got a couple thousand fans. But she knows that people that listen to The Roots, Lupe Fiasco, Lauryn Hill, would also like her. What if there was a way to attach her song to all these artists? So when people looked at these artists, it all pointed back to her. How much would that be worth to Rita? So now I'm going to tell you a little bit about the artist's experience with Groovebug. Rita she can sign up for a free account, and she can add social feeds, RSS feeds, and update her bio. And that's all for free. Now she can choose to do what I just explained, attach her songs to other artists for a CPM model. Right now we're looking at $4 per CPM. Or she can get a premium subscription. A premium subscription would allow her to add location-aware downloads, use push notifications, and to add rich media. So we have several different revenue streams. A couple I already mentioned. We're also looking at affiliate marketing, which 3 to 5% of any sales through iTunes. We would get 3 to 5% of any sales through iTunes, and 50% of any ticket sales through Bands in Town, API. The CPM model I mentioned, the premium subscription that Rita would possibly opt in for, or a platinum subscription for $99 a month for labels who are trying to manage a whole bunch of different artists. So 10 out of every 50 fans owns an iPad. That's 6.8 million iPad owners in the US that are in our target market that listen to music and go to shows. So if only 1% of musicians in the market purchased a $9 per month account from Groovebug, that's $450,000 a month. So the numbers that we're looking at, we're a little bit more conservative with our figures. By fiscal year 2014, we're looking at $4.7 million in revenue annually and 3.8 million users. For a quick financial overview, we look to be in the black by fiscal year 2013. One of the key assumptions here is a $4 CPM and $12 and $8 in 2013, but that's very, very conservative. We've looked at other CPM models on the iPad, and they go all the way up to like $50. So some key partnerships we already have that I've already secured. Slang Music Group, you saw Vince in the video. He was the last guy that he runs Slang Music Group. He's produced R. Kelly, he's remixed Beyonce and Omarion, to name a few. Also the Lords of Acid, just this past weekend. They're a legendary electronic music band. So their next album, which is coming out at the end of the summer, they're going to release some content, exclusive content on Groovebug. You'll be a part of that release. And then the City of Chicago Board of Tourism that does the Chicago World Music Festival, all the music events in Millennium Park, and Chicago Summer Dance. They are going to promote, basically cross-promote. They're going to put in their print collateral and in their PR that Groovebug is going to have more information about the artists performing at these events. And then there's some others that are in process, but they haven't been closed yet. Music distributors, magazines, and other festivals. So funding requirements. Groovebug is seeking an investment of $50,000. Our valuation that we see right now is $1 million. So that would be for 5% of the company. Be used for hiring developers, infrastructure, and marketing. And we'll also be requiring an additional $550,000 in October of 2011 to scale the business. The reason why we want to do it in 2 steps is because we want to prove the concept. We want to start bringing in revenue. So the development that we want to, this is the development plan until the full launch. The first thing we're going to do is add concerts and links to buy tickets, previews of the latest tracks and content by genre. Then we're going to build a backend and a way to add custom content, including promo music previews. And then we're going to deliver custom content ads, promo music by genre and location. And then finally, we're going to create a back-end UI for artists to do it themselves. And that's where our revenue will come in. So we've gotten some early customer feedback. We've demonstrated the app at the Northwestern Entrepreneurship event and also Heartland Mobile Council event at Google. What people are telling us is they want to see concerts, they want to see music previews. They also would like a homepage. And several said that they'd like to save their searches. We also have a closed group of 20 active beta testers. We've had a lot more sign up, but right now there's only 20 that are active. You're on the way.
I have to download it to my iPad, I think, is the thing. Are you in the App Store, or do I
We're
have to
not
go
in
through
the App
test
Store.
flight? I have to
Right,
go through test flight.
Right.
Okay,
We're
yeah,
at
that's...
test flight. We want to, before we go into the App Store, we want to have the concerts and music previews. We think that that's important to have before we go there. So early feedback's also identified some bugs that we've been correcting over the past couple weeks. But other than that, everything has been overwhelmingly positive. People really like the concept. So that is Groovebug.